Hey, we are your hostesses, Tink and Nikki Love. We are the owners of Spa Overdose and CFTH Events and Designs. Together, we are Ula Luxore. This is our channel, and welcome to our Pink Table Talk. Hey, girl. So I'm excited about this. I'm really, really excited about our Pink Table Talk.
I am too. You know I am.
I know you are, girl. I know. And this is really cool because we came to an agreement. I watched the Red Table Talk by Jada Pinkett Smith and absolutely fell in love with the Red Table Talk. And the reason was because I saw the vulnerability, just the authenticity, and I was
Deep.
like, oh my gosh. And it never really dawned on me to, I don't know, the idea just kind of came like, Nikki and I should do something like this. Like, because we have real discussions all the time that we feel like other women need to hear, and we needed a platform to do it. So this is the perfect platform to do it. So inspired by Jada Pinkett Smith, the Red Table Talk, we are bringing our Pink Table Talk, and I don't know why I'm clapping my hands, but I'm excited.
I am too, and we have had so many deep discussions.
Yes.
Just about women on a whole, and just inspiring them, and just about us. About just the real stuff.
The real stuff.
And Pink, I love Pink because, of course,
we know this. Like, we know this.
But I think we shared this week about the whole pink color and the meaning.
Yeah, and, I did see that.
Yes.
I saw, yeah.
And pink, as much as I love the color and everything, it goes so much, it runs so much deeper than just the color.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the fact that we can come to the pink table, because it's all about women and just being feminine and being vulnerable.
Yeah, and pink is that color.
Pink is that color. It can be vibrant and
bold.
Then it can bold, and then it can come
soft.
back to just being soft and showing your emotions and
vulnerability.
So out of love, because it means
true.
love as well. So this is out of love, and just speaking to women out of love, and true heart.
Yeah, we had a discussion this week, and it was literally like an hour after I was like, Nikki, I got this new idea. I think we should do a Pink Table Talk. And it's so fitting because we're discussing this during Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
And pink is the color for breast cancer awareness. Yes. And you recently just had a mammogram done.
Yes.
So you were having pain. Tell me about like that whole, like, how did that whole thing get started?
I've always wondered about this whole mammogram situation. And, we're told when we reach a certain age that we have to go and get checked and everything like that. And just recently I just decided, you know what, I need to go. Like, it was just literally a couple weeks ago, I got up and I felt like I just didn't feel right.
Right.
And I decided, I asked my mom about it. And, she gave me the whole run-through experience about, what she had to go through.
What would happen.
Yeah. And
when you were there.
So I decided to just get up and just made the call. It's something that I didn't really feel like doing, but
so you
I
were
know it's
having
important.
A little bit of pain.
I was. There's a little bit of discomfort. And I told myself, I said, well, right away in your mind, you're thinking, oh, the worst.
Yeah.
So I literally, said to myself, no, you need to go. This is very important. And it's so crazy because it's breast cancer month.
I know, right? Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it is. So I made the phone call, and
and you weren't thinking about that.
Right.
Like, it was just
like immediately, like that day, I was like, no, somebody is gonna see me today.
I know what you mean. You're like, I want to know right now.
I don't care, which hospital. There's of course 4 that I can choose from, but I'm like, somebody needs to like see me today. I had to go by myself. But you know, in life we have to take, you know, we have to go
Put
down.
your big girl panties on
We
and
have to
do what you gotta do.
So I always thought when I go to do this, I'm taking somebody with me. I literally got into that car and I'm like, God, this is you and I today.
Mm-hmm.
And I prayed, and I believe somewhere in the back of my mind that word is like just lingering, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna think about that. I'm just gonna go, you
The
know,
C
and
word.
just
Mm-hmm.
And I just basically just got into the car and I drove there, and when I got there, I went in and I walked in, and the experience that those ladies gave was incredible.
The employees,
The employees,
the nurses,
nurses, the doctors. I mean, it was just to know that, you know, women are struggling with this thought process
mm-hmm.
on their way into this, you know, this place, and to get such greetings, and you know, the just being they were just so gentle, and the tone in their voice was, you know, just it was just amazing.
I know you were telling me, and I was kind of shocked by this too, that it was a really emotional visit because you saw women coming out in tears.
I went in for myself, you know, but as I sat there, it was like a bonding moment for women, because we all
didn't even know each other.
We didn't know each other, and we all sat there in our robes, and we're waiting to be called, and you know, there were women there that I could literally pull from.
You felt there.
I felt just, you know, all the emotions, and there is a couple that came out crying because I know that they got that answer, you know, that result that they didn't want.
Right.
And you know, quickly the attention just turned to them instead of on myself.
Yeah. And this was before you went in.
Yes.
Wow.
Because I was like, wow, Lord, I'm not expecting anything to happen. I'm not expecting to get this result. But God, you know, and I'm in my mind, I'm there, and I'm like, with these women, like, what can I do?
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to hug them. I wanted to pray for them.
And you
eventually did. I you know, because it was just so emotional. I mean, getting news like that for a woman, like, what do you? You're driving home in your car. You gotta think about it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I just, the emotions that was going through me, it was just. Well,
let me ask you, how did you? Because that was powerful when you told me that you and another woman prayed for this lady that you didn't even know. That was powerful to me because I'm like, wow, here it is. You go to this place to get, you know, something. Anyway, I knew it was a bonding moment, but just the fact that you were able to connect with another woman immediately and then go to pray for another woman, that was powerful. That's empowering. And how did you get to that place where you're like, how did you and this woman connect to agree to go and pray with this woman?
We like I said, we don't know each other. Yeah. You know, and she's sitting beside me, and of course we're throwing out little conversations here and there because, you know, it's like a close-knitted little environment where we're all sitting together. And immediately when the lady came out, and we saw, like, literally before she took up the napkin to wipe her face, I saw her crying. Wow. She walked through the door, and the way in which she walked in, I felt, this is not good. Yeah. And the other lady and I, we both let out a groaning, moaning sound, which was so crazy. Wow. Because it's like you felt it, you know. You know, and we both like let out this sound, and she's like, oh gosh, I gotta go pray for her. And I was like, I want to pray for her too. And she's like, let's go together. She's like, let's go together. We don't know each other.
Well, and I just want to say that, like, I don't know if I even got all the details when we spoke over the phone, but that is such a God moment. Like, God intervened in that moment. He saw this woman and he wanted to show that he cared. At least that's my thought process, because imagine, like, you didn't know that you guys would be in that same place at that moment, at that time, and that you'll be in position to pray for this woman as she's coming out. God knows what would have happened. You know, some people get these results and they don't know how to handle it.
Exactly.
So that's amazing.
God definitely met me that day, right in that place, because there was an older lady that she came in and she changed into her regular clothing. And there's 7 of us sitting in the one area, and she came out, and after she put her clothes on, she came over to where I was sitting. So my purse was, you know, laying on the other seat, so I took my purse because I thought she needed to sit. Yeah. She came over and she said, "Oh no," and she took my hand and she said, "Have a wonderful day." And she gave me this look. There was a look on her face that I couldn't understand. Yeah. And I'm like, why did she come to me? Yeah. There's so many. She didn't tell anybody. She didn't even say anything to anyone else. There's so 7 of us. So it was kind of like, have a wonderful day, like you're okay? Or yes. Oh, wow. This was before I went in to get my results. Wow. So kind of like God got you. Like, he's got you. Exactly. You're fine. But guess what? The lady disappeared. Wow. Like, seriously. I went and I'm like, where is this lady? Wow. Where is this lady? I did not see her. I'm like, where did she go? Oh. And I'm like, she came and she spoke why did she come to me personally? Yeah. Why? And everyone else was there. So I felt like, God, I thank you, because here I am trying to focus on other people, leaving myself, because I'm going in with my emotions, and here I am. Yes. And here I am, you know, by myself going through this, and you sent someone to comfort me right before. And shortly after, like, I would say maybe 5 minutes after she left, they called me in. Wow. And they didn't even close the door. They were like, "Oh, you're fine. And can you sign here for me?" Wow. I was like, I felt like she was just there to, I don't know. I called her the angel because, you know, and I did not remember her sitting among us. Like, where did she come from? You know?
Well, I totally believe in that. You know, I'm a deep believer as well, and I totally believe in those moments and those experiences. It kind of reminds me, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Collateral. They hire these actors because his daughter dies, and they hire these actors to kind of bring him back. Exactly, because yeah, and then these actors, it turns out, like, at the end of the movie, the older lady who was she playing Death or Love? She was Death. I think she was Death. She's sitting there comforting the wife. It's like, even though it's like they were meant to be in place to kind of help him along his journey, both of them, the wife and the husband, Will Smith and his wife in the movie.
Well, that's how I felt. I felt after, I felt like God was trying to tell me through this woman, you're good.
It's going to be okay.
You're good.
You're all right.
That's how I felt, because as a believer sometimes, you know, you have strong faith, but then you get, you know, when things are good, you know, you're good. Yeah. But when you're faced with something, that's when
the doubt and the fear,
that's
and the
when
anxiety.
Everything just, and then you have to now collect yourself and come back and, okay, God, you said this in your word, you told me this, and we go from there. I'm literally going to go back and do something for these women, just to thank them, just to let them know, hey,
that's good. That's huge.
You are doing a wonderful job. I love the way you guys are handling, you know, this whole thing, you know, knowing that women come in and they're so down and depressed and concerned and worried about themselves, you know. You all show such love and compassion and patience.
Well, and you were so I know we had spoken about, like, it's a good thing that you had gone to do this because for early detection, like, what if something was there,
Right.
and you would have detected
Right.
it. So you were feeling discomfort and you went ahead. I remember asking you if you were eating a lot of spicy food at the time. Because I mean, when I was much younger, I felt like, I was kind of feeling around and I felt
Right.
stuff, and I was wondering, like, where in the world did this come from? And I went to the doctor, and I was super young, so he affirmed me that if I'm eating a lot of spicy foods and stuff like that, that can also cause you to feel lumps or
Right.
whatever in your in your breast. But the thing is, checking no matter what.
It's important.
Checking anyway, going to the doctor at the first sign of whatever you feel, because you never know what that result could be.
Early detection,
And just getting that relief that I'm okay.
It saves lives, like they say. It saves lives. It does. There's someone that I know that's really close to me. She actually got up and was doing, checking herself, and she felt something. So she called the doctor, and she was in the next day. When she got there, something was there, and she had to do surgery. And the doctors told her, listen, it's a good thing that you came the time that you came,
Right.
because it just, like, literally just grew, like,
Yeah.
pushed up. So it didn't go. So they were able to just
catch it right away.
catch it right away, take it out right away, and now she's good. So it's so important for women to check themselves. Go each year, do your mammogram.
I will be going for mine. I'll be having my first
You
one
better
done
go.
next year. Absolutely.
It's so important for women to go get themselves checked out,
Yeah.
because, like I said, early detection, it really saves lives. And if something is not right, or you feel like something is not right, and go, because you just never know.
Yeah, and we got a whole lot to live for.
I
know we have so much to do, so many
So much,
ideas,
yeah.
so many things in store, and we all do. I mean, if any woman is alive and breathing and still have breath in her lungs, she has
Exactly.
a lot to do, whether she realizes it or not, and she has a purpose. And for it to be, just kind of cut short because of something that could have been prevented.
Exactly.
So,
Take the time. It's
I
why
am.
not?
Mhm.
It's your body.
Yeah.
It's your body. Take care of your body. Take care of yourself. Find the time. A lot of women these days, I don't have the time for this. I don't have the time for that.
Yeah.
But
I've been guilty of that.
What is it gonna take to make sure that you're good? Your body. As women, we have so many female organs and
gosh.
parts. It's crazy. So just
Getting
taking
the
the
pap
time.
smears,
Yes, the PAPS. The PAPS is
getting-
another thing. You gotta get that every year.
Yeah.
To make sure. And even though sometimes you go, do your yearly, they feel, as
they feel
well.
your breasts as well,
Right.
to make sure
But it's
everything's okay.
important to actually go and get your mammogram, because it's a more in-depth,
Yeah.
so it's so important. And I would really, really, I am like pleading to women
Yeah.
to go and get yourself together.